Welcome back to the channel. 2025. First vlog of 2025. Let's just take a moment to take a deep breath. Ready? You're gonna do it with me. For 2025, we're gonna take a deep breath. Ready? One more. Is it just me, or was 2025 a terrible year, bad? And I know there's the negative Nancy people out there that are like 2024 or 2025 hadn't even started and people were already like, I already messed up 2025. No, you didn't. The whole year. There's no way you ruined a whole year before it even started. Maybe there is a way, but stop being negative Nancy. Everything has a solution. Everything can get fixed. 2024, let's just talk about it real quick for me, on my part. 2024 was a rough year from the start, and it was just a terrible year, mental health wise. For people that don't believe in mental health, mental health is a real thing. Mental health is very important, and I stand by that hard, because mental health can make you lose yourself as a person. Mental health can lead to suicide. Mental health can do so much to you and change you as a person. And last year, from maybe March was when my year started to go downhill. And I know I did recognize that. I was looking back at my vlogs, and there's a lot of, not a lot, but there was a few vlogs where I would start oh, sorry, I haven't been back. It's because I went through something, and it really was something that I was going through, and I can't talk about it because it's just personal, and I just would rather keep it to myself. But it made me lose my spark, and in 2025, the problem was removed from my life, and it's me trying to heal again, because the problem is now removed from my life. So I'm trying to regroup, because all of 2024, man, I would lash out on my family, I would lash out on my boyfriend, I would lash out on everyone that was close to me. I would just not be myself. And thankfully my family loves me, and my boyfriend loves me, and they knew why I would lash out, and they wouldn't lash out back at me. They would comfort me and say, look, you're lashing out on us, and it's because of this. You need to realize what you're doing is wrong. And yes, you could say how could she be depressed, or how could she be sad if she went on all these trips? She went to Disneyland, she went to Atlanta. How could she be sad if this and that? Mental health exists. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're going on trips, whether you're whatever it is, mental health is a real thing. And people don't remember that. You're human and you go through stuff, But it was a rough year, and like I said, I got the news that the problem was going to be removed in 2025, but I was going through a terrible cold, horrible. I was out of work for a week, and now that I've regrouped, I don't want to get emotional, but I feel like it's time for me to get my spark back that I lost all of last year. And if you're going through something rough, trust me, from a person that went through it from March to January, you're gonna find the light eventually. And I know everyone and their mom, when I was going through all of this, would be oh, you're gonna see that light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, it's all gonna get better. But it just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. No matter how many people would tell me oh, everything's gonna be okay, it's okay, it sounds rude to say, but I was getting sick and tired of hearing that, because nothing was getting better. Nothing. It would all just keep coming and coming and coming, and it sucks. But my biggest piece of advice that I could give to you that worked and will always work is whether you believe in him or not, is praying to God. I prayed nonstop. And let me tell you, I'm not going to share what happened, but the problem was in my mindset, and people that I would talk to's mindset, like never gonna like leave, was never gonna like be removed. Like it was just either cope with it or you leave. And I was like, well, I don't want to leave. I want to cope with it because this thing is important to me. It's just the problem's right next to me, you know? And I was just like, okay, now I gotta figure out how to cope with it. Like, I'm not gonna move. Like, I'm not gonna leave. And God did the impossible and made the problem leave. And I'm like a flower, like I'm flourishing now, and it's my time to get it's time for me to gain that spark back. But for 2025, starting this vlog, I want to, obviously I have goals, and I'm not going to stand here like I've done the past years and say, oh, for 2025 or for the new year, I'm going to vlog more, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, because I don't know what's to come. I'm not saying that I'm going to go through something negative again, which I really hope I don't, pray to God, but I don't know what's to come. Like, I can't sit here and say, I want to vlog more, you know, but then something happens and then I bail on you guys, you know, because anything can happen. Just know that when you're going through something like me, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, it's gonna hurt. But if there's someone or something is the problem, don't let it make you lose yourself. I let it make me lose myself, and it's hard trying to find your spark back because I let this problem control me. Like, not control me, but I let it in so much, and I just felt like it felt like I was in the ocean drowning with one hand trying to ask for help, and the problem was just shoving me further down, and nobody would help because no one would really see me or hear me, you know. And now that I've been helped and now that the problem has been removed, I feel like finally, like, the helicopter has come over the ocean and is pulling me up on their ladder. Like, we're getting you out of here, you're safe. So if you're going through something similar to that, I want you to know that it's gonna be okay. Trust me. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing people tell you it's gonna be okay, you're gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel, but trust me, you are. You have to know not to let that person or that thing in so much, because the more you just let it happen, the more you just get angry and frustrated and emotional, and you just want to tune the whole world out because you're just so mad, and the people that are trying to be there for you annoy you and irritate you because you're just so mad already at the situation. And that's how you let that thing or that person or that whatever the problem is in. That's how you let them win, because they want that reaction from you. So 2025 is the year of healing, and just so you know, you're not in it alone. I'm here with you, others are probably with you, and there is people out there that care about you and love you. And if you're one of my supporters, or you're not one of my supporters and you just happen to fall upon this video, subscribe and we're gonna get through this together, because it's rough out there. It's rough. People out there are rude as hell. People out there are just so cold-hearted, and it sucks, but we're gonna get through this together. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for the first vlog of 2025. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribing. I really, really appreciate you guys. We're at 70 this year. Who knows how far we'll get with 2025, but I love you guys, and let's make 2025 a good year and our healing year. Bye.